everyone, it's Nancy Calabrese, and it's time again for Conversational Selling, the podcast where sales leaders and business experts share what's going on in sales and marketing today. And it always starts with the human conversation. Today, we're speaking with Usman Sheikh, the visionary founder and CEO of XIQ, an award winning B2B sales and marketing platform. Through the fusion of generative AI, behavioral science, and ChatGPT, XIQ is revolutionizing the industry with its personality driven sales approach. As a futurist and design thinker, Usman aims to humanize B2B sales and marketing by leveraging generative AI and psychology. And with XIQ, sellers can understand the mindset of prospective buyers and hyper personalize engagement at every stage of the sales cycle. Well, AI is the buzzword of the year this year, and I'm sure for many years. Welcome to the show, Usman.
Thank you, Nancy. Great to be here. And I love talking about AI and how it's transforming B2B selling and marketing.
Yeah, I mean, why is it all a buzz? What makes AI exciting?
Yeah, it's simplification at the end of the day. It's made my life a lot easier in being able to access just basic decision support data. And not only just decision support data, just a decision already crafted for me that I just need to qualify and utilize. And it's made that very, very simple. So in the traditional days, you and when I say traditional days, that's the Google internet search. You had to ask Google
Right.
something, and then it would recommend certain websites. Then you had to go into those websites. You had to check out what's written in those websites, and then come back and analyze and put your own answer together. And that was very time consuming. What AI has done, and specifically generative AI and tools like XIQ, it's become conversational. I simply ask, tell me about Nancy. What would be her top motivation? And out comes, this is how
Right.
Nancy functions. These would be her growth opportunities. And it's made it so much simpler, and it's giving me that information in seconds and saving me hours of time that I would have spent. So at the core of it, it's the ease of use and the simplicity. And the world is still discovering the places where that simplicity can be applied to make things a lot easier. And where is the data going to come from that will help support those decisions, right? So that's
Yeah.
why I think it's really exciting. They've made it so easy. Anybody, a 6-year-old, can pretty much use ChatGPT, for example, right, and get really, really good
Yeah.
answers out of that.
My daughter was shocked that I even knew about it. I love it. Actually, it helps me write my blogs, and it does make it very simple. But what do you mean by personality-driven sales approach?
Yes. So I'll explain it two ways. So first of all of us have unique personalities, just like unique fingerprints. And for
Right.
for sellers and buyers to meaningfully collect at the human, as you said as well, it's all about the human connection. So for buyers and
Right.
sellers to connect at a human level, it's very, very essential that the seller understand the mental makeup of who they're talking to. All of us are different, right? Some of us are more dominating,
Right.
some of us are more influencing personalities. So behavioral science was created about 100 years ago. And one of the methodologies, and Myers-Briggs is very popular, and another methodology is the DISC methodology, which is what XIQ uses.
Yep.
And these used to be those
Yep.
personality assessment tests that one had to take. What XIQ has done is we've kind of cracked the code where you don't need to take the test. But based on your digital footprint in social media and across the internet, we can analyze enough to, with a very high degree of accuracy, predict what kind of personality and mental makeup is of that person. And then we take
Huh.
that and we are able to help companies and salespeople craft custom tailored sales and marketing strategies. So, for example, if I'm writing an email to a personality that is more on the dominant side, The same email will sound very
Right.
different, will have a different subject name, maybe just 3 bullet points, very short and concise. But if I were to send the same topic, same email to a conscientious person, maybe I need to write a little longer email, provide some additive content, provide some attachments,
Right.
because they like to do, the personality type is like, this becomes very essential and is the fabric of how human relationships work. And we use AI to help
Huh.
you formulate these kind of capabilities to be able to bring that into the sales and really help personalize that sales engagement. Because, nobody wants to talk to somebody who doesn't know who you are, doesn't know your problem, cannot empathize with you, cannot relate to what you're doing, and they're just in there to sell. Nobody's interested in that at all, especially at the high
Yeah.
ticket sale. So it becomes increasingly important to be able to find the sweet spots of the person within the personalities and cater to them so you can have a better chance of winning.
Now, is your platform a plugin to LinkedIn? Is that how
Um,
you can assess the personalities?
so no, we are not a plugin. We're not a plugin to LinkedIn, although I think we do get a lot of data out of LinkedIn. Think of our platform like an independent search engine, and we throw very wide
Okay.
net out there, collect information. So you type in the name of a person, their company, starts looking for them. If there are more than one, you find the person that you're clicking by clicking on them, and it goes fetches
Yeah.
information, analyzes it, and makes a prediction call all in less than 3 seconds.
Wow. That's amazing. Um, I don't know if you've seen this. There's a commercial on TV about AI and how it's pretty much taking over the world. And there's a woman that's being interviewed, and what she says, she loves AI because AI makes her feel loved. And I thought, isn't that weird? How can AI make you feel loved?
That's very interesting, but it's uh, there are multiple ways that could have happened. So one way
Okay.
is that it has helped freed her up from doing whatever she was doing at her job, which was taking her 40 minutes, now can take 4 seconds, right?
Okay.
And it can come back with better answers, better calibration, better research done than any human or team of humans would be able to do, right? So that
Okay.
in turn starts reducing my stress significantly. Look, I got to get my emails out and I want to personalize emails to everybody. At best, if you really, really good people who can write emails, take them 50 to 20 to 30 minutes to custom craft an email.
Right.
And imagine if I have to do custom crafting emails to 5 customers, 6 people per customer. That's a heavy load. But then you take
Right.
a platform like ours and the AI we provide, and it helps you write very well researched, thought through, clearly articulated emails in seconds, right? And so what used to
Right.
now take me
Right.
6 hours out of my day has now been reduced to 30 minutes. And I can go home, I can get my rest, and the quality of the email is better. I'm going to get a better response rate. My stress is significantly
Right.
reduced. So I have more time to get loved. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's definitely one um, way of why she probably feels how AI is making her feel
She feels
loved.
loved. I don't know. Now, I've read somewhere when you were at SAP, you asked yourself, why do only 3% of reps achieve platinum status? What was failing in the sales process? Can you expand on that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So if you look at the top 5%, top 1% of the performers, what they have is they have very well established networks, information networks, right? People that they talk to, integrators if they're selling software, uh, change management companies that are putting in in the platforms and changing, training people, etc. They have very good vast networks, and
Right.
they're constant, and then they know the customer, they know the industry, they've been around there, so they can actually serve
Right.
as a conduit of great information to their clients, and that makes them stand out, right? I know who you are, Nancy.
Right.
This is somebody that can help you. Let me connect the dots. Let me introduce you somewhere over there. Then you start trusting me. right? And that's really
Right.
the you know the table stakes, right? These days, you need to be able to
Right.
help your clients in large ticket sales, and SAP was large ticket sales, right? Um,
Right.
so therefore, that's what's hindering them. The less experienced and the rest of the 95% struggle to get information on companies, what's happening within those companies, who are the decision makers,
Right.
how to write to them to appeal to them, what to talk to them about, um, and about the industry in general. So there's a lot of workload placed on these people to onboard into a new company, and then you have the dilemma of these 12 different solutions they have to, from CRM to contact information to marketing automation to analytics to social media applications. On average, a salesperson today needs to go through 12 to 16 different user experiences in their sales journey, right? And that's a lot.
Really?
And
What
so,
do you mean 12 to 16? So give me some examples.
so I'll start off by prospecting, and I'll probably go to somebody like Zoom Info or Rocket Reach to find out, or LinkedIn to find out, who are the people that have the jobs that would be my ideal company profile. From there, I'll extract their
All right.
emails. Then I'll have to build a list and go to my email marketing automation and write my emails. Then I'll have to send those emails out from there and then calibrate them into some analytical database. And that could be yet another user interface. Then I have to go put this information in CRM, yet another solution. From the CRM, I need to be
Wow.
able to go into my Outlook and write that yet another. Then I have collaborative rooms where I have to talk to my colleagues. Then there's some research information coming. So by the time you are all said and done in the different tasks you need to perform, you've consumed 12 to 15 different solutions. That's what's open on a salesperson's screen these days, right? And then I have to
Wow.
do my research, which means now I have to go out to Google, I have to go to the corporate website, I have to go to the finance websites, I have to go somewhere out there to connect more information about them. So I'm lost in the sauce. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not formulating a sales strategy. I'm not formulating a way
Yeah.
to better engage somebody. What I'm doing is researching and running around like a chicken with the head cut off, trying to find out, which side it is up. And that's what was happening with the 95%, right? They were spending a lot of time doing things that did not add into the sales process, didn't add value to their selling process. And so what we've done is we've reduced it. We brought all this information under one roof. You don't get ads, you don't get sidetracked. You go look up a company, everything is there. It alerts you about the companies you subscribe to, it alerts you about the people that you're following. It gives you the emotional resonance on how to write to those people, right? So it totally changes the game.
Yeah.
Um, it brings down those capabilities that the best practices of the 1%, the elite 1%, it basically
Right.
democratizes those practices and codifies them with the AI engine to help the rest of the 95%.
Wow.
I hope that
It's
helps
very
explain.
Yeah, but you know what? In listening to you, it's very strategic what's going on with AI, right? I mean, it's giving you access to information that was very difficult to find in the past. So, shouldn't salespeople be closing more deals with the use of, like, say, your platform?
Absolutely, and they are. And we've been calibrating that. Those people that are using our platform are closing 4 times more deals than those sales reps that are not using these platforms. So that's a pretty big
Wow.
affirmation to this.
How many
There is still
times?
a
I
lot,
didn't hear.
about 4 times more, right? But in
Oh,
the
okay.
entire
Yep.
Nancy, we're in the baby stage, the pre-crawl stage of AI, right? There's less than
Okay.
9% at this point of people in selling, in large ticket selling, that are actually utilizing AI, and they're using it for really,
Huh.
like, tell me something about my pipeline. There's very little usage, and that's what our company aims to change. Is we want to become so, you know, let me just explain this to you in a slightly different way. There are 3 eras that
Sure.
I think I can track, you can track personally. So we were living in the pre-internet era. Would that be correct to say? I was.
Yes.
I saw
I did.
internet come. You did, right? And everything was paper based. If you
Oh,
have
yeah.
to look up a person, you had to go, or if you needed to do some research, Encyclopedia Britannica or one of those, right? There was no Google.
Right.
It's a different world. And the big brands that were
Yeah.
there, right, were the brands, serving Yellow Pages and all that kind of stuff. Those were the brands. But then came along the internet age,
Yep.
and Google and Yahoo and now Zoom Info and Salesforce and all of these became tools that people use, right? And the old Yellow Pages and so on didn't really translate into becoming the Zoom Info of the business world like it was the Yellow Pages of the business world in the pre-internet days, right? And so two things happened. The way
Okay.
we did business changed, and secondly, the players that provided the technology changed as well, or solutions changed as well. Now we're entering the
Right.
AI era, right? It's a big, so if the internet was 1,000 to the paper based era, then AI
Right.
is 100 million to the 1,000. That's the big leap,
Wow.
okay? Because it can
Oh,
crunch
yeah.
out this big data and make sense out of that in microseconds, right? And so, and
Yep.
it can crunch out a lot of data to do that, right? Pretty much the whole internet, right? And, and then some.
Yep.
So, so, but we as humans need to be able to access that data, that much data, in a consumable manner to be interesting, right? I can't come and
Right.
keep talking to you about the baseball game all the time, or the weather, or what kind of car you drive, right? I need to talk to you
Right.
about work and how to improve your work. That's the difference between the guy who's going to win the business. And our kind of platform
Yeah.
helps you do that. So the players that were playing in the internet field are not necessarily going to transition to the AI field. And that's a very, very important thing.
Wow.
There's going to be businesses that will fall off because they continue. Let's take another good example is the video industry, right? Uh,
Right.
and we don't have video; everything is on demand, right? So all those video rental agencies or companies are no longer existing, right? But film does
That's
exist;
true.
movies still come, right? So
Yep.
sales will continue to happen. It'll just move into a different platform. And secondly, the vendors
Yeah.
that were big players. I'm forgetting the name. If you can remind
Huh.
me, the and bad memory of the video rental company started with the blue
Oh,
uh,
Blockbuster, I think?
Blockbusters. Yeah, Blockbusters. Right. So
Yep.
Blockbusters
Yeah.
could have bought, I think, Netflix for peanuts. Right. They had the offer on that. They
Wow.
refused to do that. Right. And look at Netflix
Wow.
now. Right? And so
Yeah.
technology is irreversible. We're going to take AI. AI is going to come, and we need to master AI. We need to make it work for us, and we not get intimidated and not spread rumors, negative rumors around.
Right. Huh. How long has AI been around?
AI has been around for quite some time. It has been around for at least 10 years or maybe even longer. As a matter of fact, if you remember,
Oh, wow.
uh, what was it? 2001: A Space Odyssey. HAL was AI. They were talking in
Oh,
Star Trek,
wow.
the Starship Enterprise was being run by AI, right? So if you think about it, the concept has existed, but I think we at XIQ are one of the pioneers of introducing this to B2B. We introduced this in 2018, and then I think the big breakthrough moment where it came out in a big way was November of 2022 with ChatGPT.
Okay. Um, I can't believe that we're up in time. This is such an interesting conversation. What is the one takeaway you'd like to leave the audience with?
Yeah, I think not to be afraid of AI. AI provides a lot of new opportunities. So, if the audience is in sales or in any business, use AI to discover new opportunities. Everybody who's going to use AI will realize that it can create a lot of net new work. As a matter of fact, what McKinsey is quoting in terms of generative AI creating net new value for sales is $1.4 trillion a year in sales
Wow.
productivity. That's a lot, right? That's a huge
Oh,
amount.
yeah.
So that's the opportunity. And as a result of that, Nancy, the way we used to sell, traditional sellers used to create fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And here we have a chance to
Yeah.
move away from that kind of selling into more selling hope and opportunity, because there's a lot of hope and opportunity with what we can do with it. There is.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. How can my people find you?
So I'm on LinkedIn. It's USMAN. Last name is Sheikh, SHEIKH. And the company can be found as XIQ. You can follow us. You can send me a connection request, and I will honor that.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning. And oh, it's morning for you, but afternoon for me. And I highly encourage everyone to reach out to Usman. I think your platform is fascinating, and when we finish this, I want to continue to talk to you about it. Um, Usman, again, thank you. And for everyone out there, make it an awesome sales day.